What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, and welcome back to another live Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle against subscriber/follower on Twitter. Today, we are taking on Rayloy, aka Roman the Hax God. Yet again, I take him on all the time just because he brings really cool teams. He's a good battler, he's a good friend of mine, so we just battle a lot. That's just what it is. He's been on the channel like, I don't know how many times. But he was looking for a battle, so I decided to accept. Today, we are doing a mixed tier match. As you can tell by my team below, I've got stuff from all over the place except for OU. We've got our Scarf Beedrill, we've got Swords Dance Speed Boost Combusken with Eviolite, which just recently was moved to BL3. Then we've got the recently banned from RU, Zoroark packing the Choice Specs with Trick and such. Then we've got Specially Defensive Empoleon with Stealth Rock and Roar. We actually have two defogging Pokemon, because the Empoleon's packing the Defog, and then we've got our physically defensive Gligar packing the Eviolite, and like I said, the Defog as well. Hyper Cutter is the ability of choice just because you can't use immunity with Defog. That's just not how it works. You gotta breed it in 4th gen for Defog, so yeah. And then we have our offensive Spiker in our Roserade. Now, as I am clicking the correct team here, I would like to remind you guys, if you haven't done so already, and you would like to show some support to the channel and the series, remember, all you gotta do is click that thumbs up button right below this video. It really does help out a lot. Your comments mean a lot to me. Also, I try to get back to as many of you as possible, even if it's just a silly little response with like a smiley face or something, just so you guys know that I do read your comments, and you know, I try to interact with you as much as I can. So yeah, I have to throw that out there at the beginning of every video. It's just something that I have to do. It's in my routine. So my opponent's bringing the Bisharp, Arcanine, Xatu, Mega Aerodactyl from the looks of it, Toxicroak, and Golem. So we see the one OU Pokemon in the Bisharp. He did ask me if he could bring that. I'm like, what? It's a mixed tier match. Of course you can. Just because I'm not bringing OU doesn't mean that you can't. I've seen quite a few NU Pokemon here in the Golem, Toxicroak, and the Xatu. And then Arcanine and Aerodactyl are currently UU. So that's the basic spread we got going on here. The Bisharp, we got to be careful with the Defiant boosts. But I don't see anything to get rid of rocks, unless he's packing the Defog on the Xatu. So I kind of want to get rocks up immediately. He's got 3 Pokemon weak to it. So I'm going to open up with the Empoleon. And we do need to be careful about throwing around Scalds with that Dry Skin Toxicroak around. Because he has 3 Pokemon weak to water, but that Dry Skin is going to help him out. We also need to be careful of the Magic Bounce on that Xatu, so if we're setting up all kinds of hazards, that could be an issue. You can easily bounce them back, and it'd just be a really stinky time. Really stinky time. So we'll see. We'll see how things go here. We also need to keep in mind that the Golem probably has the Sturdy, so we're not going to be knocking that out in one shot, so we can't count on that. It's kind of like that built-in Focus Sash. So that's pretty much my basic analysis for now, my initial analysis, as he's going to lead off with the Golem. Interestingly enough, now, he may try to set up rocks here. I'm not really sure. What could this possibly be? I kind of want to set up rocks immediately. But if he sets up rocks, then it's a whole big thing, because Beedrill does not like rocks. And he's Choice Scarfed, so you turning in and out with rocks is just not going to be a good time. I kind of want to go for a Scald, but that Toxicroak is going to be a problem. It's definitely going to be a problem. Should I just open up with a Scald here? I mean, if that Toxicroak comes in, like I said, that would be a bit unfortunate. You know what? I'm not sure what are you going to just stay in an EQ maybe? Because this is an okay matchup for us, but the EQ is still going to hurt. And he's got Sucker Punch too. Let's go over the Scald. That's what I'm going to do. He's going to stay in. Wow, okay, I was not expecting that. And that's going to take him down to the Sturdy. Can we get a burn? No, it does not look like we're going to get the burn. As he's going to get off an EQ, which, I hope we can take that. Wow, that's a one-shot. I was not expecting that, so that is really bad for us because we don't have rocks up. Wow. Okay. Okay, yeah, not expecting that at all. Why was I not expecting a one-shot, especially defensive? That was a stupid play. Quite the stupid play. Now, what we can do is bring in our Gligar to go for the EQ, but that Xatu can very easily come in, and I don't like that so much. These things can pack Sucker Punch also. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to go out into Roserade here. And I'm going to throw a sleep powder up, because even if he brings out the Xatu, the sleep powder will bounce back, but it won't affect us. So that way we can bypass the sucker punch that might be coming our way. I'm not sure. And if he wants to switch out, he is going to switch out. Or no, I'm sorry, he's not going to switch out. Sorry, I'm just apparently blind. We're going to put this golem to sleep. And he didn't even go for the sucker punch. So fair enough. Now, I kind of want to set up some spikes, but he's got, let's see, Pterodactyl. Let's see, what does he have? He has the Pterodactyl and the Xatu, which fly nicely over that. Decisions here, decisions. I think I'm going to set up a layer of spikes first, before we do anything. He's going to stay in. Please do not wake up. Please do not wake up. Okay, he's going to wait. He's going to... Wow, I almost said he's going to wake up. He is going to stay asleep here. My goodness, can I get anything correct? Now we can just go ahead and go for the Giga Drain. I'm not going to bank on him staying asleep again because it's probably not going to happen. So we're going to go for that nice Giga Drain. Actually, probably should have went for the Sludge Bomb because he has a lot of resists to Giga Drain. But anyway, yeah, he's going to let this Golem go down. And having taken out my specially defensive wall, that's a win for him, even though we got spikes up. Definitely. We're going to get hurt by the Life Orb, so we will show that off now so he knows basically what kind of set we are. He's seen 3 of our moves. He just needs to try to figure out if I'm packing the HP Fire, if I'm packing the Sludge Bomb. Sometimes they pack the Dazzling Gleam. Sometimes they even pack the HP Rock. So I guess he's going to try to get a feel for what our other move is, maybe? I don't know. He's got a couple of decent switches, though. He's got the Arcanine, which can come in and scare me out. And if it's max speed, it's going to outspeed us, so that will kind of stink. The Pterodactyl can come in, too. That outspeeds, definitely. He can probably just one-shot us with a flying-type move. So that is a possibility. Lots of possibilities going on here, but we do have spikes up, so that's at least something. It's at least something. Out comes the Xatu. Is this offensive Xatu? I don't know. I really don't know. And like I said, having rocks up was... I should have went for rocks first turn. Even if it meant that Golem still had his sturdy and Empoleon still died, having rocks up was way more important. Oh my god, that was a bad play. It was a terrible, terrible play. Now... Are you going to go for a Psychic type move or are you going to go for a Flying type move? That is the question. Habit is his nickname. I really don't have much of a switch in for this, do I? I've got 3 Pokemon weak to Psychic. I just realized that. And they're all 3 of them are also weak to Flying. So that's not good. He has to know my only switch is Zoroark. And I really don't have much of a choice. That pretty much is what I have to do, because if he is offensive, he does outspeed us. So I believe his speed is base 95. Roserade is base 90, even though I'm Timbin max speed. He does go for the Psychic. So I don't know if that was a really good play on his part. I think looking at my team with all of the Psychic weaknesses also being weak to Flying, my only switch in is Zoroark, which we just gave away here. That's pretty much what it comes down to, yeah. So I think the Flying type move, if he had it. I mean, if he's just fully specially offensive, I guess he doesn't have much. So fair enough. Fair enough. You might as well go for it. Now, the Dark Pulse should be, like, blatantly obvious here, and we are Choice Spec, so it's going to deal a butt-ton of damage to whatever he wants to send in. And if he's Scarfed, he's locked into that, so, yeah. Dark Pulse it is. That's the play to make. No, he is not Scarfed. He's just going to go down here to that, pretty sure. Yep, that's just a one-shot. His Magic Bounce is gone, so that means we are free to set up some more spikes later on in the match if we need to. And we do have his Golem and the Xatu out of the way, so that is fantastic. And that also means we can throw around some Sleep Powders kind of freely-ish. But unfortunately, we are locked into the Dark Pulse. He knows this, so out comes the Slice and Dice, which is going to be able to get up a free Swords Dance, and I don't really like that. I don't like that one bit. We do resist the stabs with Galafa here, which that's, it is Combusken's French name, so it's not a nickname that I came up with. Let's see here. Yeah, that's looking like the better play because we can take an Iron Head or a Night Slash or Sucker Punch or whatever he has, unless he's packing EQ. Does Bisharp even learn EQ? I mean, granted, we could still go into Nightwing and just kind of poop all over him, but we'd have to take a lot of damage to do that. So this is looking like a decent switch. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to send in our Combusken. As much as I don't really want to take damage, that's what we're going to do right now. Because Arcanine and Aerodactyl are still going to be a problem. He's going to go for the Brick Break. Wow, so it would have been much better to bring in the Gligar there. Brick Break, okay. So he doesn't even take this opportunity to set up the Swords Dance. Fair enough. Well, I'm going to take this opportunity to set up a Swords Dance of my own, predicting a switch. Yeah, he's going to withdraw. There's no reason to leave this out here because it would just die to any move that I want to send out. Or any move that I want to send out. Does that make any sense? Outcomes, she's a lady. He's going to get hurt by the spikes. And I'm not sure what you were doing there unless you were predicting me to go for a fighting type move. He's going to show up the Black Sludge, so I'm guessing you're Bulk Up. And now that we get a speed boost, we know he's not Scarfed. He's most likely Dry Skin, which means Fire type attack will do more damage. He's going to be dead as anything unless he wants to send in his Aerodactyl here. So that's what I'm going to do. Flare Blitz it is. He's going to stay in. That, I'm pretty sure, is a dead... Well, not necessarily. It's going to be close. Oh, never mind. It's Dry Skin. Okay, I just said that and I derped on it. Wow, 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 wow. So we take all kinds of recoil. Wow, that must have been like... I wonder if that was invested in his HP. With like bulk up maybe. I don't know. The Aerodactyl is going to come out here. We are at +2 speed, but I'm not confident that we outspeed this thing yet. So I'm actually going to go for a Protect here first turn. First turn that this Aerodactyl is out. Then we can get a Sky Uppercut off, which I don't know will kill. As you know, he's going to Mega Evolve. There's no way... No how that we're going to kill, and actually at +3, I'm not confident that we outspeed. But we're going to try it. +3 speed. Can a Combusken at +3 speed outspeed a Mega Aerodactyl? Probably not. Let's be fair here. Probably not. At least he didn't go for Hone Claws. That would have been a really bad scenario. Now, we could just go into Gligar because we wall it, like, pretty much... completely. Unless he's packing the Ice Fang, which he would have no reason to go for here. He probably has the Stone Edge. And even if he has the Aerial Ace, that really doesn't affect Nightwing too much. To be fair though, I don't have much that can handle this. I don't have anything that's faster than it. Scarf Beedrill does not outspeed Mega Aerodactyl. Zoroark will get destroyed in one shot by pretty much anything. Gligar can take a hit or two from it, so we might have to Toxic Stall it for a little bit, honestly. And I don't have priority either. If I had Bullet Punch on this team, that would be great. Let's go for the Sky Uppercut. We do outspeed. Can we get some nice damage off on this thing? Oh my god, that is a one-shot. Are you kidding me? Combusken is power. I was not expecting that. This is the first time I'm using a Combusken, by the way. I've come up against a bunch of them, especially when it was legal in NU. That is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is insane. As much as I want to go for a Flare Blitz here, or I'm sorry, a Sky Uppercut here because it's 4 times super effective, we know Flare Blitz will kill. And I really don't see any reason to not... Because what I'm thinking here, the thought process is that Sky Uppercut has a chance to miss, and with my luck, it'll miss, and then we still have to deal with this Bisharp, which is going to be an issue. So I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Flare Blitz. And he doesn't go for the Sucker Punch, which I thought he would go for. I don't know what else he has to hit me, and we may just go down here due to recoil, which is fine by me. That's a perfect trade-off. We got rid of a Mega Aerodactyl. Wow, we're going to survive with 13 HP. Okay, never mind. Get another speed boost off. Are you kidding me? A +2 Combusken one-shotted a Mega Aerodactyl from full health. One-shotted. Absolutely ridiculous. Out comes the Arcanine. And are we going to see an Intimidate? We are not, so he's Flash Fire. And at this point, obviously, we're not going to go for a Flare Blitz. I really figured this would be a defensive Arcanine, but he's probably Choice, if I had to guess. Maybe Choice Banded? I don't know. No, he's going to go for the Extreme Speed. So, well, that doesn't mean he's not banded. He still could be banded, but that's going to finish off our Combusken. There really wasn't much that we could do about that. And now, we have a couple of options. He really can't do much to our Nightwing, the Gligar here. But I'm thinking what I want to do is weaken it a little bit. Because I'm fine with losing some Pokemon. I'm definitely fine with that. So, yeah, we'll send out Buzz here. I'm going to go for a knockoff to get rid of whatever item he's carrying. If he's banded, Extreme Speed might just one-shot. But wait, we outspeed. We can go for a Drill Run. We are Choice Scarfed. Oh yes, I'm derping all over the place today. Drill Run it is. Can we get Beedrill another kill? I've been loving this Beedrill. No, that's almost a one-shot. There's the Flare Blitz, and he's going to go down due to the recoil here. So we're both going to see the KO. It's going to be a 3-0 in our favor. That was a very, very fast-moving match. As you can see on the timer there, 47 minutes remaining, so that was only like a 13-minute battle. That's a nice change from a lot of the battles that I typically have, which are very slow-moving. One, because I take a long time in between my moves. I commentate, I explain what my thought process is. I really think my moves through. So this was quite fast. I made some mistakes, obviously, like the first turn Scald was a mistake. I should have set up Rocks. Looking at his team, that was definitely the better play. Even if it meant sacrificing my Empoleon, it was still just, that was the way to go. Thankfully, Combusken came through for us there and picked up a ridiculous amount of kills. Even on Mega Aerodactyl, I don't know what I tried to say the first time. Pterodactyl, is that a thing? No, Mega Aerodactyl. That was impressive for me, so I'm kind of looking forward to using this a little bit more because it put in a ridiculous amount of work. I can understand why it was banned from NU. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you were leaving a like rating and a comment and all that good stuff. You know, the usual stuff. And I will see you all for the next match. And actually, before I go, just want to say good match to Mr. Roman. You're a good friend of mine, like I said. We battle all the time, so thanks for the match. Hope you enjoyed it as well. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time. But until then, game on.